Hello world, WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of EEPower. So as you can see, the layout of the Jade apiary is currently, it's currently working. Let's just say it's going to take a lot more effort to make sure that we have the floor space to actually start cracking on getting this working in a much better atmosphere, so to speak. And it's going to take time. Now, in the meantime, I think it'd be a good idea to work on some other stuff. And in my spare time, I'm going to be working on getting the floors ready and then lining the stuff up and getting ready for a big wire fest. So, in the meantime, we're going to need to do a few, kind of finicky things to make sure that we get everything worked out well enough. So one of the small things that we're going to want to do, is set up some sort of system to get more resources and probably convert some of our resources into more plentiful ones. For instance, we have currently 45 stacks of coal and we're getting a lot more through our system. And just so you know, I changed the set it to macerator mode because as it was before, the grinder could not hold all the resources as two max-sized quarries. So just switching it, that is okay, and we do have a bit more redstone than we had before. So 2 extra stacks as well as the 2 stacks up there. So we'll be able to make all the red alloy wires that we will need in the future. Now, continuing on with what I was going to say is that it'd be a good idea to have something that will convert, some of our energy into a good thing. That is very helpful, Way. That is very helpful. You are a wordsmith, and you should be proud of yourself. So, one of the things that I'm thinking we should do is make a small system that will convert coal into diamonds, which we'll be able to convert it into gold and iron, so we can get some more stuff like that instead of having to rely on the raw resources that we have right now. Because frankly, there's currently not many things to do with coal. So there are a few things that we're going to need to do. To make a diamond with coal, if we look at the recipe for diamonds, diamond. Diamonds are going to require some little fun stuff. Let's see, compressor, which requires a coal chunk, and that's obsidian. We'll need compressed coal balls, which will need coal balls. So we need to have pretty much 2 compressors and a macerator, and we'll want to have them all as upgraded ones. So that's going to need a 2 singularity compressors and a rotary macerator. The rotary macerator is going to be a little more difficult than the last one we made, because the macerator is going to require all of this fun stuff that will be required. So we need some diamonds, flint, and it looks like an advanced circuit, and a machine block will be sufficient for everything else. So let's see. We are going to need to get the flint. I don't think we have any sort of automated system for the flint, so we should probably just have, I think we have enough flints and probably enough refined iron, though we probably will need to grab some of it and just throw it into our nice little induction furnace here. So we'll have that stew. It'll wind up in that chest when we are done. And wires. Oh man, it's been a while since I actually used wires. I'm kind of excited for this. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Please hide it. I wish you could. Da 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 da. Okay, we got some more obsidian as well as some more wool, which we can probably work on later. And I don't think we have some electronic circuits as well. So let's see, redstone, glowstone. So glowstone will gather a stack of redstone, and another thing that we need is lapis lazuli. And I don't think we currently have lapis in any of our, there goes that theory. So throw away our glass right here, and we're going to need to convert this very easily enough, and it'd probably be a good idea to construct some sort of red power room where we can convert this a bit more efficiently than what we have. So we're going to need to make at least one of these. We'll place this here, and our flint is a little lacking. Also, our diamonds, which I don't think we have any diamonds currently in our system. No, we do not, so this comes to the point of, okay, I thought that jammed for a second. I think that is 16. Good. So 16 gold bars. We'll convert this all into the diamonds that we need. And it'd be a good idea to have our minium stone at hand instead of relying on all of the other stuff. I am horrible at talking today. Arg. Blarg. Okay, so we got 4 diamonds. And we are going to need our obsidian at least to get our other stuff. But let's not focus on that. So first of all, we need to get our macerator. So macerator done, and I believe I can wrench it with an omni wrench. But other than that, we also will need some of our advanced circuitry stuff. So when was the last time we made that? So advanced circuitry we'll need to make, we got the 6 carbon plates, but I don't think we actually have any of those mixed metal plates things. No, we do not. So thankfully we do have an app for that. So let's make a chest, and a fun thing with our nice little thing over there. So let's zip over there. If you see, that's my little assembly that I probably showed you before, though I have a horrible memory. We can have a rolling machine and just put a chest on top of it, and it'll take all the items from it and put it into here. So we just need refined iron and tin to get everything, well, rolling. So refined iron, tin, and it'll convert the rest of it, and etc. So let's just get a bit of tin from here. That'll be enough. Probably should have left 1 in there, but I am not too picky right now. So this should convert all of them into mixed metal ingots. Then we'll compress them. We need 3 of them, I think. And we have enough for 3. Sorry, 3 sets of them. Might as well be specific. And I think our refined iron is already done. So let's probably zip over there, get the refined iron, then start building. Okay, so we got all that we need, probably. We got the refined iron as well. So let's go and craft a bit so that we can get everything working. We probably don't need anything else. Just get our minium stone. And how many are we going to need? Probably 5. So let's get 5 of these machines going. So 5 machine blocks will be all we need. And we need to convert, I believe, 3 of them into our nice little handy dandy advanced blocks, and we'll have our machine blocks as well. So advanced blocks, 1 of them is going to need to turn into a rotary macerator, and we're going to need compressors. Compressor, please. Compressor. So we need some smooth stone, machine blocks, and we do have enough circuitries already set into place. So let's get that and craft it. So circuitry, machine block, and we need 2 of these, so let's get 2. So 2 compressors, advanced machine blocks, and I believe it is obsidian for the material, and yes it is. So there, we got 2 singularity compressors and 1 rotary macerator. So where are we going to build this? That is a very good question, which I have not thought of. Probably back here so that we can tap into the power reserves that are generated by the geothermal generators. In fact, it might be a good idea to get them directly so we don't have to craft more wires. Then again, I think we have some wires somewhere, so let me look for them. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem the case, but fortunately, we did already have some diamond dust and electrum, as well as, heaven forbid, some glass. That doesn't even make sense. So we can just take it off of the main power grid that we have here, And there are a few things that we'll need. We'll obviously need an input, which will be right here. And where shall we put everything else that we need? So we need the rotary macerator, which does the charcoal thing. It then needs to be combined with flint in an automatic crafting table. So it might be a good idea to just have everything sitting here and then wire it up afterwards. Yeah, we'll have the wire going in the back. Once we get that set up, that'll be an easy enough thing to do. Just bring the wire over there, probably over here, over there, then we'll have it in the... Anyways, it'll make sense. Okay, so rotary macerator, it'll need to be powered up, and we need tubes going into it that'll just accept our charcoaliness. And we'll probably have some sort of relay, which I do believe we have a relay already set up somewhere that is in another chest. So let's find that. Relay. So, relay in hand and dirtified. We can get this done, and we'll actually finally stop saying actually. Okay, so getting our Omni wrench, because our Omni wrench is not the thing that we actually need. There we go. So this will handle all of our coal once we get it in, but obviously we won't be able to get that right away. So we need a few things. Let's get 3 chests. So 3 chests, these will pretty much be the buffers to our automatic crafting tables. Once those are in, and we only need 2 automatic crafting tables. Do we have enough for the automatic crafting tables? No, we only have enough for one of them currently, which is a bit of a shame, but no matter. So we'll need something that'll pull the stuff out. We'll then have a buffer chest, which we'll be able to store in our flint as well. And then we'll have our automatic crafting table right here, which will have a wooden pipe pulling out the stuff and throwing it into something else, which will either be another relay. Wait a second, we need to have it into a compressor next, so we'll probably have it then go into the compressor. And since this is going to be fast enough, we won't have to worry about any sad stuff happening. So it has to be loaded from the top, so it'll get pulled out and up and through. Then it'll be brought over here, so it'll then need to be pulled out of here. And to pull it out, we'll use another method later onwards. So then it needs to be... let's get our diamond recipe so we know what we're getting. So diamond recipe, probably over a few. There we go. So we need to make the coal chunk, which will require the compressed coal balls, which will come from here. And that's going to need to go into another chest, another automatic crafting table, which will be here, and then needs to be pulled out again, and the final part will be here. So let's see. There, pull out, we need a gap, and here. That is a very long assembly line, but I think we can manage it. And then it needs to be pulled out to here. Seems legit. So that'll be simple enough. We just need the wires and know how to get it, and judging by all of this, we're going to need a few more wires than we currently have. So let's just wire this up quickly and get the main stuff. So back there, and 1 da 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 ba 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 ba, and that's not where. You know, you'd think I would have got this by now. It's just so easy, a caveman could do it. Do you know what? If I was standing probably 3 centimeters to the left, that would have killed me. Stupid wire. Okay, so the rotary macerator kind of hit the dust, so we will need to have another one of those. And unfortunately, it started drawing power right away. So this stuff outputs 24 EU per tick, so we're going to use this stuff instead and be a little more safe about it. Yes, I'm going to currently go and make another rotary macerator and probably change my pants. Pro tip: whenever you are handling electricity, stand back. So it seems like we actually have power and we're drawing directly from our thermal generators, so there's not as much chance of serious explosions. And an advantage of doing it directly from our thermal power is that we can move our wires a bit, though it might be beneficial to do them manually, though who am I kidding? I don't do anything manually. And thankfully, our other stuff will not have to deal with any other possible death scenarios. And we are missing one. There we go. Thank you. And now we're attached, and this singularity compressor will start going. So we'll have, as usual, levers powering everything. Yes, it's powering everything, though that is, there we go. That is better. So our singularity compressor is, well, compressing singularly, and we have 2 extra wires. So we're going to need to craft another set of wires anyways, but that's not going to be too much of an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, considering our death and destruction and our changing of our boots, it might be a good idea. So we're drawing power. I don't think we're going to really be robbing too much from this system, since it's such a minimalistic draw compared to our grinder that we would have been using. See? Then again, it is attempting to grind something. I have no clue, seeing as there shouldn't be anything whatsoever in it, but we're still matter fabricating and etc. So we're going to need to, well, create that other automatic crafting table. That would be a good idea. And we will need to make the, or rather gather the target gates that will need to power it. Now, another few things we'll need is, we'll just grab some gold and some other stuff, because we will create 2 sorters, I think 3 sorters rather, to grab everything out of all the other parts. So that's not going to take too much problems. Hey, look, we have wooden gears, so that solves that. So we got the automatic crafting table, and we're still going to need a few desirables to get everything running. So I'll quickly make everything that we need for the sorting, and then we'll probably actually get this stuff going. Autarkic, autarkic, do we have any to work with? I want my autarkic gate, please, oh please, I want my autarkic gate, oh autarkic, I want the versatile autarkic, the autarkic gate, the autarkic, I want my autarkic gate, please gate, the autarkic, I want my autarkic gate, please, I want my autarkic gate to work when I don't want to work anymore. I want the autarkic, I want the autarkic, I want my autarkic gate to work when I don't want to work anymore. Autarkic, 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 I want my autarkic gate. I wanna autarkic. I wanna an autarkic. I wanna another autarkic. I want another autarkic gate. Wow, 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 autarkic. Wow, 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 autarkic. Wow, 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 autarkic. I want an autarkic gate. I want na 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 wa 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 ma ma ba da 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 na 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 ba ma ba na 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 da da da. The autarkic gate works when I'm not around. Wa ba. The autarkic gate wa wa when it works when I'm not around. When I'm not around, I want it to work. Ba-da-ba. It is automatically the best thing in the world. Hot dog cake, yeah. Hot dog cake, yeah. That was pitiful, I must say. That was, oh, nothing I can say in my in my defense. So we got the Tarkic gates. They're iron the Tarkic. We can probably change them later in the future, which happens to be later, for something a little more less power hungry. Not power hungry, more resource hungry. But anyways, we'll probably change it into something a little better. Now, one solar panel, once again, should probably be enough to power the 3 sorters, seeing as this is not really losing any sort of energy with all the sorting machines shenanigans that we have down there. I think we are in relatively good form. So what are we going to need for the remainder stuff? We will need to make some blue electric wires, which will be like that. And do we have any sort of wool? We only have 5 pieces of wool in there. Wait, we've got some wool. 1 extra bit. We'll probably save the other 9 for something, you know, courageous, I'm sure. But now's not the time for that. So this is going to turn into one of those messy way builds, but we'll get away with it. I have no regrets. So this will probably be enough to power everything, and in fact, ooh, that's a problem. When there's items in the inventory, we wanted to send a power pulse. That's a good idea, so that we can fit in our lever, because otherwise it would be a bit of a problem. So blue electric, blue electric. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's fudge. It's off by 1. That's just unfair, man. That is unfair. Anyway, so these will start slowly powering up. We'll put them both onto cycle mode so that they can grab the items from the chest once they're done. In the meantime, let's put some coal into here, and it should, after a while, start pulling the items out. Now we need 1 extra wire unless we want to go for a solar panel, which would be a little expensive in the circumstances, so we won't do that. So let's just at least switch it to the correct mode and then work on that. Then once we get some stuff from this, i.e. once all of this stuff is rotary macerated, yes, that is that a verb or an adjective? I have bloody no clue. Bloody no clue. You can tell I cannot grammar. So we'll make another wire. We'll probably need those other stuff, and then we can see if we can fine-tune it, if there's any sort of, well, problems that we can see right away with this relatively simple system. This might speed up things a little bit, so we're just gonna use this energy module to make sure that we can get things a little more modular by hooking it up and at least getting some of our power in good hands. So let's see, can we get everything? There we go. We see some blue lights, and this still needs some blue lights. We got everything. And then we can put this back into its original state, because these things over here are probably going to want some as well. I don't know, you're looking a little blue today. So we got all of our glass fibers ready, and we have more flint than we can shake a stick at or something like that. Okay, so we got our coal dust in our inventory, so next we'll need to put an automatic crafting recipe in here like so. Now that doesn't look like, there's items in inventory, that's good. And we'll throw and flood this with some flint, and hopefully it's gonna pull some, yep, there we go. So we got some coal balls, though that's not exactly quick, is it? Yeah, let's make some. We're gonna make some golden pipes and make things a little faster, even though it won't exactly be the best. So just taking this out, and got all of those coal balls, and we'll throw them into here. And now we got some compressed coal chunks. I thought I heard an arrow for a second. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm being attacked. No. Okay, so other than that, a little scariness, we got all that we need. Hey, there we go. There we go. Are you happy now? There we go. So we got all of this. We'll just throw it into the system. And I kind of need a bit more coal than that, folks. I just might be a bit necessary. There we go. So are you all gonna disappear now? Nope. Good. I think I must have double clicked. That is probably the reason for that absence that I've been experiencing, which is a little embarrassing. So all of our coal balls are in here. We got some compressed coal balls, and let's up. That is not exactly what I wanted to do. There we go. Happy? I have no clue. It looks like I'm a little bricked here. That wasn't even good. I have no excuse, okay? So, coal chunk in there. We'll put those there. So, ideally, this will just work on all the stuff we have. This should be at its high point, and eventually we should experience diamonds at some point. In fact, it's almost done with that, and we should see one zipping along very shortly. There we go. Let's see it. It's going to accelerate. There we go. And we got our first diamond from the system. Now, ideally, we'd have it a bit better in the sense of getting all the stuff from over there, like all the flint and the coal, to just walk right into the system so that we don't have to worry about keeping it chock full. But really, considering, let's just do some simple math for our own convenience. We got a bunch of flint over here. If we just quickly sort through this, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Say we just cap it off at 10 flint. We need 1 flint per coal ball. So 10 stacks of flint, and we need 8 in total to get to that stage. So 8, there's going to be 8 diamonds per stack of flint. This is going to be enough for 80 diamonds. I think we'll be good enough later on to get that worked out. And same thing pretty much goes for the obsidian. It's pretty much on par with that. Now, this might not be the most efficient system in the world. I can say that with absolute certainty. But considering how much raw coal, like, look at that. Considering how much raw coal we have right now, I think we are safe from turning this world black. I'd make the same joke if I had eternalist fuel in my hand, so don't get offended. Or rather, hey, I do not want this place to get distorted, so we'll probably not do that. So what I'll probably do, or rather what I will do with all these diamonds, is convert it into basically maybe just put them into the system, because we already have a lot of diamonds worth. And then maybe we can actually make... Oh, computers! Yay! That's probably going to be important with our system. Well, apart from some very small improvements that we can do with the system, such as have a bit more stuff than just this, maybe have more rotary macerators so that we can have a much more steady supply of diamonds. I think this is going to fulfill our diamond transmutation needs for the time being. The obsidian is easily rectified by just going down the tunnel and grabbing some obsidian. Now that I think of it, ooh, there's something I didn't show you. I'll just grab some more obsidian to throw into the pipe, then I'll get to that. So one of the things that I've been using to try to gather a few resources while my quarry didn't get to ground level was to craft this little bad boy, which is going to require a bit of gunpowder for its introduction. It is required, and that's what makes it a bit more closer to what it originally was meant to be. So let's get 3 gunpowder. So this is the destruction catalyst. The recipe is rather extravagant. If we check, it does require a touchstone of Midas with blaze rods and flint, and that requires some blaze hunting and some gassed archery with a bunch of gold. So I'm a bit cheap, let's say lacking in gold. Well, considering how many stacks I have, that's not a good thing to say. But anyways, let's just show with the price of 3 gunpowder. It consumes 3 gunpowder on right click, and let's not just delve into too much. Where's a good place? Hiya! It just completely destroys a 3x3 cube, and if done where resources are, too bad there wasn't resources here, it'll preserve the resources. So pretty much it just looks around for some vanilla small cheap blocks like stone and dirt, and using 3 gunpowder on right click completely destroys them. So it leaves the ores, but doesn't leave any of those materials. So I'm going to have to fill this up and hopefully not destroy any more of my terrain. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of EEPower. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. Hopefully by next episode I'll have enough redstone where we'll be able to get some more complicated stuff going with our Jade apiary. Also, we're going to need to die a little. WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day. What are you doing?